for some time now, I have said, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. Most people are two-faced. They don't mean what they say, and they don't say what they mean. They'll say one thing, but they're thinking something completely different. I have contended with so many two-faced people throughout my life. They act nice, they act like they're all buddy-buddy and they're on their side and everything like that. But then they'll go around and they'll talk behind your back. And they'll just call you names behind your back. Or they will just question the entirety of how you show up. It's people are freaking confounded on how I can do what I can do, how I have the pattern recognition skills that I have, how I can freaking excel in so many areas. And they don't like that things just come naturally to me. So they play nice, and they like what I can do for them based upon my brain being able to figure out all the problems. But then if I call them out on integrity shit when they are rude or demeaning to me, then they choose to attack me and just say that I am not even doing... that there's no way that I could be possibly doing what I do legitimately without cheating. They can't even fathom the fact of how I just have skills. And so they choose to attack, and they choose to demean, and they choose to belittle. It's quite sad that these individuals choose to show up in this manner. They feel so insecure within themselves that they have to make someone else feel less than. And they can't even comprehend any other possibilities besides what's in their frame of mind. They're so stuck. They're so closed-minded. They're not willing to be open to anything or hearing anything. Even if I try to explain, that usually makes it worse. They like to take my explanations and then they latch on to one other detail, and then rather than the main point, they add a second detail. And then, so I try to explain that, and then they latch on to another detail, and it just snowballs. So we lose track of the original point. And it's all about a blame game. And it's all deflection. It's deflection of their own insecurities. That's not mine to take on. You're insecure about how I'm able to show up as me. That's not my fault. I don't take responsibility for you feeling insecure just for me being me. It's not my responsibility. I am allowed to be me. I'm not hurting anyone. You make it seem like I'm hurting you because I'm speaking truths. I speak the truth on how you chose to show up. I call you out on your bullshit. So you choose to attack me. Because God forbid people think less than of you. If you don't want people to think less than of you, show up correctly. It's not that hard. I have done my best to treat others how I want to be treated. And I have so often been disrespected and neglected and just straight up bullied. I am no longer going to tolerate anyone treating me as less than. And I'm not going to run away either. If it's in a social situation, or if it's in a group or a team setting, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm not going anywhere. You can say things, you guys can freaking kick me out of certain circles, whatever, but I'm still sticking around. You don't get to tell me to just leave, to just quit, to just be done. No. I am not less than. And nothing you say is ever going to make me feel less than. I know who I am. You don't know who you are. That's why you choose to make others feel little. You struggle to know who you are as a person. Look within. Do the healing. Heal through those traumas that you have experienced because you are deflecting onto others.